Howdy, my name's Allaryin, and welcome back. This is episode 7 of my Life Without Industrial Craft Minecraft Let's Play series, and I finished rebuilding my entryway after the creeper blast at the end of last episode. I also added some windows looking out the front door here so I can actually see what's going on, and I added some fencing around a general area. I haven't wholly fenced the whole area in because it's a lot more fencing than I had built at the time, and I scattered some torches around so it's a lot better lit in here, and hopefully with this core area mostly fenced in and windows and things, we should be pretty good. I had mentioned that I wanted to set up peat production because, well, I wanted to set up peat production, and mulch was kind of the thing that was throwing me for a loop. I was confused why the only mulch recipe that NEI was showing up required me to squeeze apples, because that didn't make sense. And sure enough, after looking on the wiki for forestry, I realized that, oh yeah, duh, it's the moistener part of the mycelium production chain that produces mulch for you out of basically rotten wheat, which means I need wheat production. Sun's going down. We'll see what the coverage is right now for the lights here. And but anyways, yeah. So I need to set up a moistener and some wheat production. So I think those are kind of some of my high priorities. I was actually looking at what the requirements for a moistener are, and a moistener requires a the recipe for a moistener involves a fermenter. I was like, wait a minute. If I'm making a fermenter, I may as well go all the way and do some biofuel kind of stuff, because that it burns pretty quick and it burns out of saplings. In the past, I have been unable to burn extra biomes saplings, but we'll see. We'll see if it's been fixed in the recent versions of the API and everything. So yeah, we're going to do that. But first, I need to clean up some of my inventory space. And for that, I have cooked up some gold. I'm going to upgrade that chest to a gold chest. And we do this by simply whacking it that way, and now it has room to take the other metal that I had in me. And then my miner bag had some things in there. We'll take this, well, we'll leave the redstone in there because it's still got plenty of room. But that way that bag is empty now. But yeah, if you look at the mini-map, the coverage for lighting is a lot better in this area in general. And so that should be a lot safer. So I'm going to go ahead and sleep through the night and take a look at things in... Okay, so the first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to harvest some seeds, and a lot of them, because Pam's mods is installed. The chances of getting wheat seeds are actually far diminished from what they normally are. So we are going to, and what is the recipe for this? Like this. Oh, I know, it's probably this. There we go. One thing that Red Power adds is sickle recipes, and these are great for AoE clearing of grasses. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out into, just click in it, it grabs all the grass in a radius here, like that. So what I've got is I made a bunch of bone meal, and I'm going to bone meal and sickle and bone meal and whoa. Is that seriously an apple sapling? I think that was. Wow. Yeah, we are not getting a lot of wheat seeds here. We've gotten one from all of that. We've gotten an apple tree, flax and peanuts and corn and cucumber and onions and rice. And some flour. Yeah, more. I didn't think apple trees were naturally occurring. That must be something well, I don't know. I've never seen them before. We just make more and more of these suckers. I want to get enough seeds just to get started, pretty much. That way we can, what's it called again? I'm just going to plant up there, so I want about 10 seeds initially, and we'll worry about increasing the efficiency of it all later. Yeah, with all the different seed types, it actually makes it kind of hard to find just vanilla wheat. But hey, that's why we have skeletons to... Whoa, there's a creeper staring at me down there. We'll probably deal with him in a second. Alright, that is 7, plus a bunch of other options. Yeah, that creeper. That creeper is just asking for trouble. I'm gonna run out of bag space soon, trying to get all of these different varieties. Let's see here. We've got 7. Let's go ahead and put that on the toolbar so we can see it. Oops. You. Well, if nothing else, this is getting us a variety of other seeds as well. I hadn't anticipated that for some reason I can't explain. We are going to have quite the apple orchard when this is done. Huh. Still only 7. I mean, actually, you know what I'm going to do here? With the rest of this, I am not going to bone meal any more of this. I'm going to bone meal the wheat, because I forgot I can do that. Okay. With the remaining 9 bone meal, I will turn those also into wheat, and we will get started with this. But that gave us a healthy supply of options for seeds, so I actually like that quite a bit. Okay, yeah, we only got 7 there, but we bing, just bone meal all of these suckers. And if we wheat... Ooh, the sickle destroyed planted strawberries. Interesting. But let's take... Now we have 9 wheat seeds. And we will bone meal 2 of those and pop those 2. And we have 5 seeds. Okay, there we go. That's something. And we got wheat in the process. So that'll be good. 9 wheat to go into a moistener. So we're going to need to build 2 fermenters, and we also need a dark place to work. I'm thinking I want to build under here. Just take and right here, start going down. We'll take a ladder and, you know. What is that clunk clunk noise? That was a weird noise. Huh. Okay, anyways, that was strange and disconcerting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a... Oh, it's the staircase. The ladder has a new sound effect. That's bizarre. But we're going to put a trapdoor over this probably and just make this go down. I'm probably going to go down... Let's actually go down another ladder batch's worth. Because I want to be able to connect underground here to there. And I just want to be deep enough. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yay, I dug straight down and didn't die. Alright. That's probably how far we're gonna need to go here. It's kind of weird. Do I have lights? I do have lights. That is not lights. This is lights. Let's go ahead and set. Can't set lights up that way. Need to. Alright. We'll just build a small dark room down here for now. It doesn't need to be fully dark, it just needs to be not bright. It needs to be like light level 11 or lower, I believe. So I'm gonna dig out something down here. Maybe hollow out a replica of the upstairs with the same building footprint. And so I'm gonna dig that out, and I will be right back. Okay, it actually went really quick getting that taken care of. I cleaned out some of my inventory, and I got the materials I'm going to need to get most of this set up. So I got a little staircase down here. I have the ladder going on the opposite side so I can have the trap door, otherwise you get stuck, just hung up trying to go up that trap door, and so we put it on the other side and it works fine. One other thing that you may have noticed is I took the thermionic fabricator off of the power grid. It's not actively on there. I'm only going to pull it out when it's necessary because this thing bleeds energy like nobody's business. You'll also notice that the power is just going up now even though it's set to output. That's because the buffers on all of these machines are finally full, including the carpenter, which isn't pulling in any energy because it doesn't have any work to do. I dug a hole through where this thingamawhatsit, this liquiduct, thank you, came through, and so we'll be able to run a connection off of there, I hope. But this room is the same dimensions as upstairs. It's just kind of shallow. We may make it a little bit taller. Right here, if I dig about 13 in that direction, I will get underneath the main house. And so we'll probably make that. One thing that I've learned that I've not actually been obeying my own advice on is it is really, really good idea to have 2 exits from your house for reasons of maybe there's creepers in the front room. And back here is where I'm going to put the moistener. This isn't completely black, but actually, you know what? If I turn my brightness down, so video settings, my brightness, I'm going to set it to, this is the default brightness. This is what you normally see. I just record at fully bright, so this is normal brightness. But once I go down here, there's only one torch on the far end, and that's how dark it's actually going to be back here for the moistener. So we'll fix that back up. Back up to bright. Okay, much better. But let's make the moistener, and while I'm at it, let's go ahead and make a second fermenter. So I need to make, for the fermenter, I need to make a sturdy casing. I'm making 2, so I'll make 2 of these. And that is just a ring of bronze. So make 2 sturdy casings. We also need to make some bronze gears. So I need 8 bronze gears. Just not going to mess around. There's 16 copper gears. I don't actually have enough bronze on me. I need to make another batch of bronze. Okay, I thought I had enough. We'll go grab some tin from over here. While I was at it, I had also planted a couple more grapes upstairs. I'm not going to plant any more because that destroys the grass that I have up there, and I'd like to leave some grass up on top there. Wait, I need metal. Let's grab some tin here. We already have copper out. So let's go ahead and just do that much more bronze. And now we're going to put bronze around 2 more of those gears. So let's get that out of the way. There we go. Now we have 8 bronze gears. Now the moistener recipe is a fermenter, and then it's copper gears. So we're going to go ahead and, with some more of these gears, going to make 4 copper gears. So, yeah. Alright, fermenter time. Let's go ahead and get the recipe for that up on there. That's simply the sturdy casing, bronze gears, and glass. Bam, 2 fermenters. And now we'll look at uses for the fermenter to get the moistener recipe. Pull that up. Pop one of those in there. Pop that there, that, and that. And bam, we have a moistener. Let's go plunk the sucker down. Hey, it's nighttime. We're going to go ahead and rest. Ha! A new version of Railcraft is available. I should see what that does. We're having problems with powered rail on my server, so maybe he fixed that finally. I haven't tested it out on this setup though, so maybe it is already fixed. I don't know. Moistener down. Moistener needs water. No recipe. Let's. You know what? Let's actually change the... Am I carrying dirt? I'm carrying cobbles. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have this hook down and around and through. Like... Whoops, that ain't what I wanted. Alright, I'm going to get some dirt real quick here. Oh, the water. Wait a minute, I'm carrying dirt. What am I thinking? Carrying dirt, I will plug that hole back up that I so accidentally opened. Or if I swim faster through it? Nope, you don't swim faster through it. Plunk, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. Stop it. I wanted... Ah! There. That's what I wanted. Sheesh. Okay. So, I can't actually plunk that down like that just yet. We need the liquiducts. And I don't know that I have any spare liquiducts. It comes in batches of 4, and I don't know that I actually made enough. Let's see, we have nothing in there. Let's get some lead out. Where is lead? There's our pulverized lead. Did we have any leftover obsidian? We have 2 more obsidian, so we can make 1 more. Wait, liquiduct is also, I believe, copper, right? Ooh, we could make tanks. That's not a bad idea. Let's do. Oh, I don't know if I have enough glass. But okay, we'll plan to upgrade one of these to a tank. But right now it is copper. So let's get some liquid pumped back there. Let's see, we have 1 hardened glass, and I have 2 more obsidian. So where is the pulverizer? There's the pulverizer. Pulverize me some obsidian. And of course it's going to spit it out right now. Yeah, it doesn't go valid into a powered furnace, so it didn't even try. So we'll pop that in there, and we will pop that in there, and we will at least have enough to make... There we go. Let's go ahead and make liquiduct out of all of this, because I just don't know how much I'm going to need. That should be sufficiently overkill. There's the rest. Okay, yeah, we've got 14. That should be so enough. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and go back down here. And we are going to place 1 there, and that will actually stop the water from flowing all crazy like that. Now you'll notice how they're not connected. That's because there's a nifty safety feature in the there's a safety feature in the liquiducts that prevents them from connecting automatically to things that contain liquid in them already. So that way you don't like accidentally hose yourself by connecting, you know, a lava pipe with what you meant to be running water down. We need to whack the pipes with a wrench, with a hammer, to configure them for saying, yes, you're authorized to link to this currently in use pipe. So let me get back downstairs. And we will just pop this right here. Oh, that ain't it. Pop that right there. There we go. And now if we look in here, look, water flowing. It's filling up nicely. If we stick some wheat in there, that wheat is no recipe. What do you mean no recipe? Is there something? Oh, do I have to do something else in the moistener here? I wonder if I have to feed it compost or something. Which I don't think. I don't know if moistener recipes are. Here, we're going to take this wheat out, and we're going to look. Uses: shaped, shapeless, carpenter, fermenter. You know what? We're going to need to make some compost anyways. Let's just see if that's what I'm supposed to be doing for this. So we'll go back up here, pop a piece of dirt in there, and we'll grab some compost. And now, let's see, because if nothing else, we'll use this compost in the fermenter. Is that it? No power required. That's good. This machine doesn't require us to run on energy, but it doesn't like that for some reason. It's dark enough, that's not the problem. I wonder if it is actually processing that wheat. It's just being really, really slow about it. I'm going to go look that up and see if I'm right or wrong. Aha, figured it out. So what it is it actually uses up, it doesn't use compost, it uses seeds to make mycelium. And so we actually need to feed it a good supply of seeds. So that's one. It's a sink for your excess seeds. Let's go ahead and see if we have anything ready to harvest yet, that we can get this thing started and see how it's working. We're awfully close there. This is not an ideal wheat farm. Is that cotton all done? That is a full set of cotton. Okay, I don't think I can use any non-wheat seeds for that. Whee! There is something to be said for being able to do this when harvesting. That's just fun. Alright, but that is... $53 cotton. Okay. I thought I'd only get 48 from a full harvest. I wonder if sometimes it drops more than one? Interesting. Either way, that is enough cotton with the previous harvest that I had to definitely make myself a bag. We still need to wait for that wheat to grow. Let's go ahead and actually, you know what, let's just bone meal some. Because we have it. May as well use it. So, bone meal. That'll be enough to get a bunch of seeds to work with. And then, not here. What was I going to do? String. String is in the plant box. Yeah, look at that. All that cotton. So we're going to go ahead and take... and make a mess of string. And with... oh, we're so close to being able to make 2. You know what? Let's make 2 bags. So I need a... what do I need? I need 4 more string. And that is enough to make me 2 of these. Let's go ahead and on the project bench set this up so we don't have to think about that too much. And we need sticks. We need to throw a bunch of sticks at it. If I take and make a stack of sticks, that should be more than sufficient. There we go. 15, 16. There we go. 16 canvas. And I'm pretty sure the use for canvas, other than making, yeah, sure enough, just 8 of them in a circle with some dye. Let's see what dyes we have to make with. We have an orange flower. Can I use that to make dye? I can make orange dye out of that flower. Excellent. So we have an orange dye, and we have some cocoa. And we can make brown dye out of that, I think. Right? Yes, just cocoa beans, and makes the bag brown. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and make bags. Let's make the first one. Actually, I should be able to just dye them afterward. Let's go ahead and make the orange dye there. So we'll dye the one orange and the one bag brown. And now I've got a lot of inventory space to carry junk around in. So we will have a ton of space to work with now. And this will make me just that much more lazy about running back to town. But I saw a wheat seed in here. And so, hey, it's nighttime. I'm pretty sure I have that wheat farm lit up well enough, and it shouldn't be too far from where I am that it was growing. That was a... I suspect he's not going to stick around to play, though. Yeah, he doesn't like the sunlight. Alright, well, he's probably not going to be a threat. So let's go ahead and head back down here and pop a seed in there. Sure enough, it's working pretty hard on that. This is dark enough. I think this is a lot faster than I remember this machine operating. I remember it being really, really slow. I wonder if I just never had it sufficiently dark. Because this is seems to be going fine. I wonder if there's also a question of how fast the water was coming in, but I mean, that's not too hard. But it goes through slowly, decays, and eventually turns this wheat into mulch, which is what we're going to want to set up the to make all of our bog earth with. So, but I've got a fermenter, so we're going to be setting up some biomass processing. I guess that's the other thing. I want to just verify the mulch coming out of here. This will only take a second longer. It'll probably stop as soon as the one process is finally done, and it'll make me 1 block of mycelium here, which whatever. But the important part is that the wheat is it's coming out. Hey, we'll set up a mushroom farm. Yep, sure enough. Okay, it stopped because it's out of juice, but hey, we've got mycelium. That's kind of fun. We will be able to set up a mushroom farm. I've not ever seriously done anything with mushrooms. So now let's plug that fermenter in and just verify. We'll just stick that there, and it should have power. We can throw some compost in there. I think compost goes in the bottom slot. And yeah, now let's see if... Whoa, hello. Okay. Let's go ahead and feed it some saplings. We'll go ahead and try some of these, because I hope they work. If they do, then that is glorious. If not, fine, we'll automate some farming of vanilla trees. But can you... you can't. See, watch, if we check uses for this in NEI, if I check the uses for these redwood saplings, look, it shows them as registered with the fermenter just fine. Oh, wait, do I need water? I bet we need water for this. Let's do that. We need liquid. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pick that fermenter back up. We'll pop water into there. That poor bouncing piece of dirt. Come on. Thank you. All right. Now, let's pop this fermenter there and see now if that's sufficient, or if I am correct in assuming, yep. This produces enough water that for the rate that we consume it for these, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. All right, compost is in there. And come on, ferment you saplings. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. Can I ferment strawberries? No, didn't think so. Okay, but we'll go just observe that this works and does produce biomass. If I take some oak saplings, like half a stack of them, and then plug into this machine, pop those in there. Oh, look, immediately they start burning. And we're already getting biomass in large quantities, because a sapling is worth a ton of biomass. It's just, they apparently don't want us to do this. So we will need to get some either jungle saplings or some spruce or something, some big, tall, straight vanilla trees, and you know, automate the turtle to wreaking havoc on them. I had really hoped we'd be able to use the redwoods more efficiently, but apparently not. That's okay. I mean, each of these right here is worth 40,000 joules when we burn it, and if we take I think it's, if we take a full 10 of these, it compresses down into 3 biofuel if we run it through a still, and the net gain then becomes roughly 60,000 energy per individual one of these buckets. But I mean, there we've got 160,000 joules, you know, more energy in that thing than we've got enough of this, you know, coke the entire time we've been burning it on here. And that's just kind of going. It does use a little bit of energy in the fermentation process, but it's pretty minor, all things considered. But yeah, okay, so we've got that. We really need to speed up the wheat production so we can start getting. Actually, we've got the. Didn't I get a unit of mulch? I didn't. Oh, because it just made the mycelium and it gave up one step before. Come on, computer. Okay, but we've got some more wheat, so we will get some more seeds this way. Let's go ahead and pop these carefully. It taunts me by falling into the water down there. I'm not above breaking this to get it. Alright, so I have 7 seeds. Let's go ahead and plunk, 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 plunk. There we go. We'll leave that there. The most efficient layout for crops, vanilla crops at least, is to do them in rows with tilled soil, I believe, in between, but definitely doing them in rows is the important part. And that they grow double when they are not adjacent to other things. So there we go. We've got 2 extra seeds. We'll pop those down in here. Pop the rest of it. Actually, we'll take this wheat out. We'll pop those in there like that. We'll probably want to, well, I don't know if, I mean, this isn't really something we need to worry about automating too much. There we go. We do actually get the mulch out. Okay. And so that mulch in a carpenter with dirt, I believe. Oh, it's slowing down a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe my machine is lagging. But this is almost done processing, so I kind of want to just let it do its thing here. But we'll take these two mulch and process them into bog earth. We need a ton of it, I think, to make the... yeah, so let's clear that recipe out. The new recipe is this, and uses for mulch is, I believe it's dirt. Let's see if I have dirt in my bag. I do not. So let's go get that. We'll get some bog earth set up, and I'm probably running over time now. So next time we will set up the farm, because we've got all the infrastructure in place now. We will set up the... You know what, let's go ahead and just grab a ridiculous amount of dirt, because you can do that. Next time we'll go ahead and set up a peat bog and a turbary and start maturing some peat. And then we will set a peat engine up here on basically on permanent rotation with a hopper above it just stuffed to the brim with stuff, always dumping juice in. And maybe if we get fancy we'll think about automating a way to shut that engine off, but not anytime soon. So carpenter gets that there. Sure enough, that does produce... Yeah, and it produces 9 at a tick. And wait a minute, is this the wrong recipe? I'm gonna just laugh. This is, I think, the humus recipe. All right, I don't know. I'm gonna look this up, figure out what on earth I'm doing wrong here. But I want to get the rest of that. We can get. We're so close to having being able to do some really fun forestry, feedback kind of loop stuff. I'm gonna set some of the infrastructure out here. 2 machines or 2 big farms or something back out this way, and we'll just kind of I don't know, probably put another something down there in that little space, or maybe that needs to be where my my Thaumcraft stuff finally gets set up. But whoa, and sorry about that editing derp there. I had prematurely canceled this. I want to get a couple more things done this episode real quick. So we are going to get a couple more things done real quick. First off, I did look up on the wiki and found out what I was doing wrong with the... I was getting humus instead of bog earth, and bog earth uses sand in its recipe. So I'm going to take a pile of sand here, get some of that. Humus is what we use in the... in a couple of the other forestry farms, so it's not a bad thing that I produced it. It's just not what I was looking for at the moment. I'm looking for that. Bog earth. And I love how we don't get a tooltip over the item in there. And yeah, you tell me the difference between these two. But alright, this is probably done. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and get some of that, and I want to clear out... Hey, look, got that, and we'll throw that more wheat in there. Yeah, I don't know how much bog earth I need to get the thing started, really. So we'll have to see. But that's gonna just spit some of that stuff out real quick for us. That produces really fast. I like that. I like how it's just with the energy in here. So I'm going to let the steam engine run down and not worry too much. We've got a good buffer of energy in there, so things will grow fast. But I think the peat bog is going to get set up right out here. And I'm thinking literally right here, like plunk. But first I need to level some of this out. And for that I want a shovel. And I'm sick of digging at stone speed, so we're going to make like a sapphire shovel or something and just go to town. Let's see, what's the gem that I have the most of? Green. Make a green sapphire, because it's not emerald anymore. It can't be emerald. But what we are going to do is we are going to put that on the end of a stick and use it to hit dirt. The other thing that I need to get out of here is we need to get the peat bog. That's the most important thing right now, is getting the peat bog machine itself built. And we already have all those materials. I guess I need to make a little bit more bronze. So let's make a little bit more bronze. And now we can take that, and I probably want to make 2 of these. Because I'm going to need that for the turbary as well. Okay, glass, those tubes that we made, the circuit board, we have enough glass. The tubes and circuit boards are in the other room. The other thing that I need to do is I need to look up how big the radius of destruction is on that peat bog, because I don't want it smashing, in here. And then we're going to run some conduit from this battery out there to power it. Just because there's no reason not to. We'll put all of our, we'll centralize all of our power going into a thing, and then just let the conduits handle delivery. But we only have 1 conduit left, so that's obviously not going to work out very well. But anyways, machine components. We need the copper tubes, 3 of those, and 1 of these circuit boards that we'd made. And let's go ahead and put this thing together. Oh, I think it was this here with it in the corners. That there, circuit board on the bottom, and the electron tubes up that way. Yes, peat bog. Okay, excellent. So before I run any power to this sucker, I really want to know where it is. So let's see how fast this goes. That's much better. Okay, so I'm going to go to town here, level this off, and get it to where the peat bog, its end is like right here. I want it maybe 2 away from this, and ideally if I can center it, let's see, I think, okay, so we want to put, that is where we want our outgoing conduit to come from. So this is where we will run the power out through that way, and we'll, have to go a little crazy with the vertical on that. But alright, I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to finish knocking this down. I'm going to look up how much we need, make some more conduit so we can, because I should have, oh, maybe I don't. I need to get some obsidian. So I'm going to take the turtle digging for obsidian real quick. Then I'm going to come back, and we are going to set up the peat bog and watch it fill out. We'll build the turbary next time, and yeah. Alright, I'm back downstairs looking for lava, and I'm a ways down the way from where I had made my descent. I've just kind of been wandering crazy in here, and found a ton of gold, and I just encountered this beautiful sight. So we're gonna grab, looks like only 2 diamonds here. I don't see any more. Sometimes there's a gap in between them, but usually not. So yeah, that's okay. I found some diamonds, which is a lot more than I planned on coming down here for. What I was going to show, though, is I'm going to run another basic program on my turtle to harvest obsidian. You know what? This looks like a good place because I want to get at this redstone. So let's turn that into obsidian there. Okay. Make some room. And I hope this program works like I think it does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick the turtle right there. And I called the program strip, and all it is the most basic of loops. He's going to dig down and then move forward until what he's selected does not match what's below him. So what will happen here is we need to feed him a piece of obsidian first. So let's safely dig a piece of obsidian real quick. And what will happen is I will feed him this piece of obsidian, and he will dig until what's below him isn't obsidian anymore, either because he went out over open space, or in this case because he dug the piece of obsidian and then couldn't dig any further. So we will place that obsidian in his block. We'll exit this, and we will tell him to gather obsidian, and you can see he's gathering obsidian quite nicely. And what will happen is he will hit, oh wait, and he'll stop because he can't. Now I'm going to try here. Let's see if I can't, because I want a bunch more. Let's see if I can get to him with the UI. I can. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to have him go. No, he can't go back because I was in the way. Alright, and normally I'd be a little bit more clever about that, but I don't feel clever right now. So let's grab the water here, and we'll put the water in there, and now I'll go ahead and pop him, pick up the obsidian he gathered, and bam, he got 10 obsidian right there like that. Let's go ahead and do this again here. We'll take the turtle, stick him right there. We'll give him a piece of obsidian. Turn right. And watch him go. So yeah. That's a little, I don't know. Some people consider that kind of cheesy, but hey, the point of these guys is that you can automate them. So, and you have to, you know, do the thinking yourself, so I don't mind too much. And he does cost a diamond pick to do that. So I've got 18 obsidian out of him so far. I'm going to go ahead and have him collect a little bit more. I'm going to get like a stack of obsidian because I plan on making a bunch of reinforced glass. And then I will head back upstairs. We will get that conduit in place and see about turning on the peat bog. Okay, I'm back from the mines, and it was awesome that I had those extra canvas bags with me because I got tons and tons and tons of stuff in there, and just kind of filled my bags with abandon. It was great. But I got 40-something obsidian, 46 obsidian out before I succeeded in destroying my bucket of water by accident. So, or I tossed my water in such a way that the turtle actually ate it. So, whatever. But I've got enough to make 6 of these in one of these bags. This is the problem with the canvas bags, is that while they're high capacity, they're dumb high capacity, and it's hard to get the stuff back out of them. The coke oven, or I mentioned that already. That finished. Actually, the coke oven. We need to check on the coke oven. It's probably done. Yeah, it's done. So let's pop a little bit more coal in there. Eventually, we'll automate that, and I mean, if it really comes down to it, we'll have multiples of these. But toss some more of that in there. just to keep that energy topped off. We're nowhere near our limit. Okay, we got 6 hardened glass. That's excellent. Let's see if I have in... Do I have in here? I don't think I have in here any of the... Yeah, I think the electrum is actually back here. So we need to get some electrum. That's 3. And 11 more electrum dust. That'll be plenty. I'm going to go ahead and make 6 whole units with the 6 hardened glass I got. So I'm going to need to cook up 3 more. Excuse me, not 3 more. I need to make 1, 2, 3. That's 6 there. And 6 there. So I need to cook up 9 more, actually. So we'll pop those. Actually, I'll show you the induction smelter cooking, because I haven't done that yet. It's really, really fast. But it uses sand, and we don't currently have a any sort of automated sand production going yet. But that just... It normally burns, it cooks ore, and so if you do an ore and a sand in there, it'll macerate and smelt it, so you can skip the pulverization step, but it uses that sand. Also, wait a minute, where was... I guess cooking electrum doesn't produce any slag. Interesting. Oh, maybe it only... I don't know, that was kind of weird, though. Anyhow, we have the electrum, we have the glass, and we are going to get a ton of conduit here. We're going to go into the transposer, pop that in there, and start pulling out some of that, but we need a lot more redstone in there. Well, we got a ton of redstone in one of these bags. There's some. There's more. Alright. So let's pop just a whole stack of red. No, that wasn't a whole stack. Now you're a stack and some change. But this will start filling those up as soon as they come across. Since the battery... You know what? Okay, yeah, it is actually outputting a decent amount of energy. See, this is actually using a full 20 joules a tick, because it can. So we could tell this... Here, output 25 a tick now. And now this will actually keep this... its power level is going up now because it's getting more than sufficient juice. That's probably enough, though, to wire this together, I think. So I'm going to sleep the night real quick, because I don't want to be doing this out in the dark. And I've already placed the peat bog in a good spot, and I want to see this sucker start running. I don't know... we don't have enough bog earth to set it up, but at least it can start clearing its spot. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do this. And we're just going to run a line like so. Bam, watch it go. It's clearing out all of that space to make room for what it places. It's really, really... This is getting a ton of energy right now. This is way more than this sort of machine normally expects to see. So that's fun. But it's going to clear this out. We don't have any bog earth in it, so let me go ahead and find... There's our bog earth. We can plunk 24 of those in there at least. And bam, watch it go. And it's out. Okay, so we'll need to give it more. Hopefully it's not... See, I aimed that to where that should go across right there, so this should just go under the hollow spot there. It looks like I missed a couple. I planned on letting it clear out the edge there. But let's go ahead and check on inside here, see how the battery's doing, because this should be full now, so none of these should be using any more juice. We go ahead and take the rest of the conduit out of there. Yeah, we got a ton left over. Now let's see how badly the power level is going on this. This is actually... it looks like it's actually consuming that energy. So I'm going to turn it off for now. So this looks like something that it's one of those machines that will use energy whether or not there's actually any work to be done. I'm not a fan of that, but there's not a lot we can do about it. So yeah, this is the peat bog. It'll eventually fill these spots in with water, and once that happens, these will start to mature. So I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode now, finally, for real this time. My name is Allaryin. Thank you for watching, and we will be back hopefully with a fully operational peat bog, and we'll build the turbery to start collecting the stuff next time. Bye-bye.